So we're back again for fucking part goddamn two.
Fucking goddamn fucking two.
How did fucking about? Did anyone contact you, say anything about part one?
Yeah, lots actually. Yeah, a
Yeah,
few
well,
abusive texts.
good,
Fucking
bad, or
abusive. Oh,
huh?
fucking yeah. Or Ryan Marauder
Mhm.
from Gospel Horns ringing me up crying because I got
Crying?
them the story. Yeah, from Marauder from Gospel of the Horns.
What was he crying about?
Oh, because I got the information wrong about the spectral birth visit.
Oh, you got the. So he expects you to come around.
He
You
was
got the.
crying. He was on the phone crying to me. Like, why didn't you mention me? Like, nah, he wasn't crying. But the story is to get right is that KK gave him the address.
Which one's right? Because I know them by the tough guy names, Howitzer, and which one's who?
Yeah, Ryan was one of the guitarists.
Okay, what's Howitzer's real name? The singer.
Cause
Oh yeah, I guess I did know that. Yeah, yeah. What did you talk to him at all?
no, he lives in Germany
He lives in Germany now.
or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
in Germany. Yeah,
so you haven't talked to him in years.
no.
Yeah, do you happen to know why Gospel of Horns and shit split up?
Nah, no idea.
Oh,
No idea.
okay.
It was
Well,
just
speaking,
because I was moving around, maybe, or moving. I don't know. I think that
I
was the
guess
end.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
Maybe.
what I noticed in the comments, and it's like, yeah, obviously dummies. I said I was gonna fucking get to that. Is people are like, yeah, you got to ask about like Beast of Warlust and Cemetery Urn. And I was like, I know shit. I was like, there's a time limit on these, just like this one will time out. I don't know if it was because we were both.
That's what, can I just finish up that special birth there? Ryan actually, or Marauder went there, and instead of, I thought it was actually KK, but it was KK gave him the information because Marauder lived in that same area where the address was.
Mhm.
So he went around there and visited. I thought it was the other way around, but I got corrected.
So basically,
So
KK put him up to for the delivery boy.
yeah, it was, he had the address, and Marauder lived in the same area. Just happened to be, and he went around and visited the address, and that was, yeah. He went in and had a chat.
So did he confirm the story then? Basically, what you said when he delivered the Spectral Birth LPs, that the guy was basically like, "What the hell's this?" And like, it was
Yeah,
basically like,
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
so those guys pretty
yeah.
much
So
don't. They're not in metal at all anymore. Then the Incubus Spectral Birth guys,
uh, probably so. Yeah, probably. I'd say
probably.
probably not into
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
it.
Well, yeah. But so people were asking them like, and you brought up like, yeah, the Beast of Warless shit, which I was planning on getting into. I guess what do you want to say about it? Like as far as it was short lived, obviously the two full lengths. What do you want to talk about album wise? Putting them out, members, etc. Why the band only did two albums disbanded? Like what all do you have to say about the Beast of Warlust days before we get to the Cemetery Urn?
I covered a lot of it back in the first one, but I mean that's simply saying on the first one. But I guess like I said that when they continued, I'm not sure. Like I said that they just completely finished up, I guess, and
Okay, well,
then
Blizzard, what you
but
sent me
I
after that
mean, go ahead.
after that video that we did, you sent me a couple days later that old Beast of Warlust, I guess, interview where it looked like a goddamn news outlet, like talking to all you guys outside of a show.
Oh yeah.
What was that all like? Was Beast of Warlust in the local area? It's like a kind of a big band and talked about amongst the media and shit. Because like, why? How did that happen? Like that? You like here that doesn't generally happen unless it's like a huge fucking band. Like that was just a regular TV outlet interviewing you guys that had nothing to do with the metal scene.
Well, no, that was at actually festival in Metal for the Brain festival in Canberra, which is like the capital of the country. And
Okay.
they were interviewing bands on that event. Like pretty much nearly all the bands got interviewed, I guess. And that was a music show on what I think was on Fox, Fox, the Fox Music Channel, or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, we did that interview prior. It was about like probably half an hour or an hour before we were playing, and it was just quickly done, as in no preparations or anything. It was just like I go and do it now before we play or something. And well, we got mentioned to do that. So I went over and did it. And
Now was that posted on like mainstream TV?
it was played on the music, some music segment show that was on like a hard rock metal show on like a TV channel that was here back then, back in the day. And I think that dude now still does it, but he works for big networks now. But he's still that interviewer. Still works these days in the bigger media sense. So, but
that was like what,
seen him
95?
Sorry.
That interview was like what, 95 or so?
Yeah. 95 at the metal festival where in Canberra, where of course, where Arm and Angel and everyone came from. And they used to have do these events or co-opt with a few other bands or a few other people there to create that event that happened like maybe 3 or 4 times or something. And all the money was raised to this brain foundation for this young guy that was struggling with the brain injuries and stuff. So all that money was made to them, and we'll give it to them into that cause, whatever it was. But that was a good thing to do,
Yeah.
It was they raised quite a bit of money, I believe, which is good. But yeah, other than that, that interview was slightly edited with Hellcunt saying where he came from about his metal inspiration, or when he first got into it, they actually cut out and put the word womb in there rather than the proper word C-U-N-T.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that seems to be
editing that word out.
Yeah, but using the word cunt in Australia, correct me if I'm wrong, that seems to be pretty common. Like nobody cares over there, right?
Oh, it's not really, but it's
okay.
not really. But again, people still say it. It's a part of the language, Part of the language, yeah, it is. We do say it. Some people hate it, some people like it, but you say it, whatever. Okay, you just say it. It's just part of what we do.
So did you guys all have like there was
fucked up cunt of a language? So
did you guys each like Hellcunt and yourself, KK Warslut back then? Did you guys name yourselves, or did somebody else name you? Like, did you give yourself a name? You just did yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got inspired by a book I was reading once at the time, and I saw it. Oh, that sounds fucking cool.
So, you ever listened to have you ever listened to the U.S. black metal band called Bloodstorm?
Oh yeah. I know them very well.
Yeah, we're putting out the Pestilence of the Dragon Star album. We're putting that on vinyl for the first time.
Yeah, I knew that. I saw that happening.
Oh, you saw that happening?
Yeah.
So you're fully in the loop.
Yeah. They're Bloodstorm guys are good old friends in there. So,
it's funny because talking to guys like yourself, even though I've never talked to you much, emails, shit like that. I mean, you said we met at the Ohio show, and if we did, I'm sure it was briefly. But the older crowd, like when I mentioned stuff like Bloodstorm or whatever, talking about any of the Aussie bands or even non-Aussie bands, it's just like common knowledge. You understand. But like it's new because like me doing the channel, there's a lot of young people and kids and guys even my age that are new to the scene. They're like, I've never heard of Martyr, or I've never heard of Hobbs Angel of Death, or I've never heard of Bloodstorm, or just random. Like, what? Like, where the fuck you been? Like, do you even listen to underground goddamn music?
The fucking wafters, that's what they are, mate. Fucking wafters. But by the time we get their fucking ass into gear and go listen to
it. No, and I agree, but to me, it's strange because it's new to me ever since the channel. Because as you know, I mean, you've been working. You were working with us with Hell's Headbangers. That was before I was even doing the channel. So Hell's Headbangers. So the channel, as you know, I don't know how long you've been paying attention, is new, and coming with that, it comes a lot of kids. And to me, if you're 25 or younger, you're a kid in my goddamn opinion. You'd agree with that,
I'm
right?
21. Shut up, man. I'm 21. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about?
You got me beat, man. They say I'm the grumpy old guy. You got me beat.
Fuck, you look grumpy, mate. Fucking hell.
I know. That's what they say. They say I'm grumpy old man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, mate. I agree.
Well, so do you are you still in contact with anybody from Beast of Warless anymore? Like any of the other guys?
Yeah,
And it's yeah,
yeah. Of course, yeah. Recently, Corpse Molester was on the first one. He recently
okay,
moved back to us. He recently, about what 6 months back, moved back to Australia
yeah,
after about 20 something years overseas in Finland and Malaysia.
okay,
So, he recently was moved back because he was lucky to get a transfer of his job that he
okay,
works for. And we did catch up first time in what again when he just after he came back. We caught up and had some beers and went to a football game and had a laugh. And yeah, it was like it was good to see him after those many years. Yeah, the other guys, yeah, absolutely. Still, we keep in touch. Yeah, it's only
well, if
just
it's so
recently.
is there I'm sure you see whether it be European festivals, maybe Australian, but US as well. I'm sure you at least see stuff where it's like so and so bands playing this fest, they've been gone for over 20 years. Is it something like, hell, maybe my show one day, now that I'm doing my first show this year, if the offer was thrown out there, hey, we want to Beast of Warlost to do a show, is that something that even be possible? Or is it just like there's no chance?
Get offers a lot of
Oh, do
times,
you? You do?
and we have, and yeah, it's just circumstances. Like everyone lives quite far away from each other. It nearly happened a couple of years back, but COVID failed that. And again, for the second time, COVID failed it. But that was going to be here. But having said that, it's quite hard. I mean, if we're going to, people would like the original lineup, and it's just
Yeah.
logistically fucking hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
no,
mean?
that makes sense. Totally. Yeah.
But and to get back into the rhythm of it, of practicing, virtually very hard, very
Yeah.
hard because everyone now lives quite a distance from each other.
Like, what's the,
And
who's the furthest, like, how far is the furthest person from you? Like, how many hours drive?
well, Hellcunt just recently. Well, we used to be originally from here, then went to obviously Brisbane, etc. But recently, he just moved over the other side of the country, which
So that's
is
how long of a drive is that? Like,
the distance from that. The distance from that would be say from LA to New York.
okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, very, yeah,
Okay, but that far, a good 5 hour plane trip, whatever. But yeah, that's that. And then Skullfucker lives about a couple of hours south of this state, and and obviously KK is in Europe. The rest still a few around here. Other members that have joined since still around here, but yeah, it's quite impossible. But
what
you
is the
know,
reason? Like, what you said? Because you said Finland, KK's in, I think, Italy now, and you said Howitzer moved to Germany. You're saying Brisbane. Like, a lot of the guys from the all Aussie scene, why are they all moving out of Australia? Like, what's going on there?
well, reasons being they may like the lifestyle over there, or they got married and stuff like that, and had kids or whatever. Whatever it may be. I guess that's just what they like. I mean, they always sort of like traveling there anyway. I guess, but not sure. Just obviously they wanted. That's what they wanted to do, like the lifestyle there and whatever. Yeah, I
Because the
guess.
first one I heard when I ever moved out of Australia was KK. And it's just like, it just
Mm.
seems like every other guy you mentioned, it's like, oh, they moved, they don't live in the country no more. It's like, God damn, that seems like a common occurrence of the old bands from Australia moving out of the country. Like
Yeah,
here in the US, I mean, most of the, you mentioned bands, most of them still live in the US. I mean, there's exceptions, of course, but not, doesn't seem as like nearly as common as guys just moving out while there. Man, I know your guys' economy
yeah.
basically sucks ass, right? Isn't it like goddamn $20 an hour to work at McDonald's?
We're here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah. I don't work at McDonald's, so I don't know.
No, but I
What do
mean,
you think?
I don't,
You
I
want
don't,
me to know their budgets, mate? You want me to know
I
what they
don't
get paid?
either.
I
But
don't
I
give a
gotta,
fuck what they get paid.
I
What
know
do you think?
basic
You're
economy.
the money police. You're the money police or something.
No, but
No, what I'm saying is that they probably do, yeah. But I mean, in Australian dollar, I don't know. They sometimes get well looked after, sometimes, but they do get. Some places pay good. Some, I mean, average is about depending on what you are, whether you're a teenager or adult, it gets different pay rates and different things. So, but I don't know. I might ring them up and find out what they pay, and I might go work for them.
That's
So,
what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to
yeah,
hook you up. Got to get that.
yeah, yeah,
Got to get that evening Golden Arches fucking job.
yeah, beat up fucking old Mr. Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, beat up Ronald McDonald. Be flipping. You'll be out hamburger and the hamburger in no fucking time.
That's it, mate. I can give him a
You got the
fucking smack
hamburger over
across the
there,
leg.
right?
I think he died or something. I think.
We got Grimace.
So, yeah, he died a few years back in the 80s, I think. So
Grimace died
they
too
don't
in the
do.
80s. Oh man,
Sorry. Yeah, they
Grimace
used
died
to,
in the
but
80s too.
hey,
I said Grimace
what's that?
died in the 80s as well. The purple guy with the cookies.
Oh, yeah, no, they probably fucking got in trouble for playing
Oh
with the kids too much,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hanging around
So
the
okay
kids too
then.
long.
So what's we didn't talk about it all then. How did like Cemetery Urn, like whose idea was it to start it? And also like what was the idea? You know, because obviously you're in a handful of bands already, Abominator, you know, Beast of Warlust, Corpse Molestation. What was the idea for we're gonna do this another band? Who's it? I guess who started the band? Was it just one guy or a couple of them? And then what was the premises like? Like we're gonna be play such and such. We're gonna play. Was it? Did you have a certain thing in mind? Like we want this style that sounds like whoever.
Well, I was Andrew Gillen and myself. We had the idea of doing it and started doing it and looking around for some members or
Now,
whatever the truth. And
when you and Andrew were talking, you're setting up like, okay, we're gonna
yeah,
do this band Cemetery Urn.
yeah,
What was the premise? You're like, oh, it's just gonna be primitive death metal, or what? You like? It's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah. We just want to play some old stuff and give us the old roots that we like and stuff like that, and create something with that. And you
like
know,
what kind of bands were you listening to take influences for that for Cemetery Urn?
well, went really, it was just coming from ourselves. Went really take any spirit. We just wanted to play our own stuff. The old days, like the '90s inspired stuff, and that we liked, and create it from there. And
Did you like?
it is what it is.
Did the two of you guys? Did you like a lot of the '90s U.S. death metal?
Yeah, a lot of that, and a lot of the European stuff as well. Yeah, like
Okay,
like the some Swedish stuff, and some of that sort of stuff. But a lot of that sort of style. Some good old bands from then in the '90s.
uh-huh.
But I guess that but that was still that was a part of it. But again, at the end of the day, we had our own ways. We've been playing music so long. We had
Yeah.
our own ways of creating something, not trying to be like someone.
Mhm.
So it came out with the riffs that we liked and the style we could have come up, and then we found the drummer, and we went on to do that, and then other members joined with us during the second part of the album as well.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, we had that idea. We just wanted to play the old stuff, primitive stuff, whatever, with a bit of good heavy old stuff, which we sort of didn't think it was dying, but or anything like that. But we just wanted to get that what we wanted to do done, and
Yeah.
keep it going, which they still do.
Now you sing on the first two records.
Yeah.
Why did you leave after the second record?
Well, at that stage, I got a new job, and then it was taking its toll and time wise, and be able to get there and do rehearsals and stuff like that. And I was working lates, and it always burnt me out. So I was running out of time. So it was the best thing that they'd probably move on without it. So I had a chat with Andrew. He goes, "Yeah, fair enough, whatever." And it was it was just then they moved on, and I still completely follow the band and hang out with them and listen to their stuff, advanced stuff, and whatever it is, and help them with some sort of advice or whatever, what my thoughts of this stuff that they create after. Yeah, but yeah, I just have to get more into getting back to my new work schedules and stuff like that. So it wasn't a point me trying to waste their time.
So were you a little bit when they carried on? I'm sure part of you was glad to see the band continue on, but were you a little bit bummed out that you're like, I can't do it no more because of work? Like, would have been nice if I could have
Yeah,
still done
yeah,
it.
yeah. I was bummed out with work, tired, getting a lot of hours in, and but just couldn't, basically couldn't spare the time to go do
Mhm.
it.
Now,
So that was really
what's your take on the albums after you? Like, what's your opinion on them?
excellent. Every album's excellent.
Oh,
So,
okay, so you okay, cool.
oh yeah, absolutely. Every album's excellent. I love it. Love their stuff. It's good,
And how is
especially the new ones. Very rare.
so Cemetery Urn's fan base, if they were to play any city in Australia, how would be like a turnout for them? Is it like, is it pretty popular, or is it like people don't care? Like,
They do get a following, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it depends who they play with. Is where you got to mix the bands together to get a good turnout. What bands they play with and stuff. But yeah, they do get a good following here. I mean, like anywhere, some bands, well, they're all different. A lot that come out here, and yeah, they're following. Gets a few hundred, but yeah, definitely a few hundred. But it just depends on what the night is, who's playing with who, and what's the lineup with other bands to make that a good show.
yeah,
But there is one next week. They're playing with Haste, as I mentioned in the previous one. That next week, and then I'll get with all the bands on there. They should get a good, probably
and you're going to
300.
that. You're going to go to that
Yeah,
person too.
yeah. So meet up with some old friends, and
Yeah,
I'm sure that'd be a good night. Meet up some old mates. That it's still yet to be confirmed where it is due to what we mentioned last week with those fucking wafters that go around and shut fucking venues down for playing bands.
now
I'm not going
we have here in the U.S. I don't know if it's the same. Is we get these where, for example, if a band like Grand Belial's Key,
yeah.
Goat Moon, anything like that, that was to play over here, people are gonna. There's a very good chance people are gonna whine and cry, but it's because of the racism thing. That's the reason why they're trying to shut shit down. Cemetery Urn over there, you're saying these guys are trying to shut shows down. What's their agenda? Like, why are they doing that in Australia?
because they're fuckheads.
Well, I know they're fuckheads, but what do they say their reason is? Like for here, they'll say because Grand Belial's
Very,
they're nonsense.
very much the same as what's happening over there.
So you're telling me
they don't blame Cemetery are not involved in any of that, but they try and pick on particular other bands and associate them when it's not fucking right, And
so you're basically
they just try to shut down any band.
So you're saying that in Australia, there's media outlets that accuse Cemetery Urn of being a Nazi band.
No, it's just a dickhead that runs that. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to promote their name.
Yeah, no, I do the same. Yeah, I don't shout people out where it's like I don't even want to give you any attention.
Yeah, this idiot that runs it is a known person that runs this particular sort of fucking crap that he runs is he has a tendency of getting a hold of where venues are and then removing bands because of some sort of hate towards this or involvement. So he doesn't work for any media. He just does an online thing and he works at some sort of fucking university.
Yeah,
as a fucking librarian or whatever the fuck he is.
So you got a bunch of wimps over there too, just like we do here in the U.S.
Oh yeah, same shit. They just fucking copy you guys.
Dude, the wimps over here are absolutely out of motherfucking control, and it's spilled over into the metal scene. Like, don't get me wrong, there's always been a pollution of wimps, but I'm younger than you. If you in the late '90s, early 2000s, it was nowhere near to the degree that it is now. And I'm talking about in the scene. Forget the rest of the world. That's a whole nother goddamn story. In the metal scene, it's a bunch of bitches and wimps. Like they're almost calling authority. Like you can't like this or like fuck I can't. And not to mention, metal was supposed to be offensive and extreme.
Yeah. It's just like it's the same here, not to that extent, but these idiots to try and do the same. What they're obviously influenced by everything that's over there because they can't make their own fucking decisions. But it's beginning to be like that of late the last couple of years, but yeah, having saying that, there was never any problems back then because you said that. But I think that they call up venues and threaten the venues, and the venues get scared. They want to lose their business altogether, so they just remove that particular band or fucking cancel the whole event. So that
would you say this thing? I've talked about this recently because the band the Ronchus Brothers has gotten brought up on my channel, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Would you agree? Would you agree with me saying this? if you claim you're into metal music and you dislike a band only because of their lyrical content, because you consider it's unacceptable and not allowed to sing about whatever the topic may be, do you agree that that person doesn't belong in extreme metal? Period.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's
you
my
should
thought.
be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, you should be. It's like it's like you know, fuck off if you don't like it. You know, and if you shouldn't be into it
yeah,
at all, because everything is everything different. You should not be into it. You should fuck off. Everything's whatever it may be, and then you can sing whatever you want or fucking write whatever you want, and then it's extreme metal. So yeah, you do what they're supposed to be.
right. Yeah. No, I thought that was common sense.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah.
So yeah, we're on the same page. Aussies and Americans on the same goddamn page. So it's not just Australian Antichrist. We're American and Antichrist over here too. God damn it.
I know, I know. We
What you
just
drinking? What you drinking
try and
over there?
steal, we try and steal your ideas, but then you steal our ideas.
Yeah, yeah. Are you drinking the Aussie piss right now, or are you drinking water?
Water's not beer o'clock yet.
Okay.
Um, I'm looking at a beer o'clock. Not yet. It'll be very soon.
Very soon. Well, having said that, this thing gave me a few minutes ago. It gave me a 10 minute mark. I think
Oh
this
yeah.
might be a good
Yep.
this might be a good place to sign it off here, and I'll send you
Yeah,
another
yeah,
link for our next video, and then we'll
yeah,
start up another topic. Probably a good ending
yeah.
spot, so that way it doesn't just cut off abruptly.
Like last time. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
At least we got carried away last time. We fucking forgot.
exactly. Because it doesn't tell me the last second. It says when I have 10 minutes left. That's why I looked at my
Yeah,
watch. It
right.
said 10 minutes a few minutes ago, so I was like, it's got to be towards the end. So instead of
Oh,
cutting off, that's why I let all the dickheads in the comments know so they don't have to make anything. This is the end of part two. God damn it!
yeah.
Part three's
Fucking
goddamn
do.
coming. Yeah. So watch. So
Fucking do.
part three's coming, motherfuckers. So watch out for that too. Later, goddammits.